evening. It is 9 o'clock and it's for Swanigan Inspiration.
And it is
Monday. I almost forgot. It's Monday. We're just so happy to be with you with Swanigan Inspiration. We had this inspiration, almost a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
To come and pay it forward and bless people with the knowledge and the wisdom that God has given us in 42 years of marriage.
Yeah.
42 years, I tell you, those years have gone so fast since we were teenagers.
42 years.
And we're just enjoying just connecting with you every Monday night. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook Live, and we're on YouTube. Yeah. And we're on our conference line as well. So we're so glad that you're here to join us. And we're just getting everything situated, giving you enough time to connect. We have a powerful topic tonight. Yes, we do. Powerful subject tonight. Conduct that devastates relationships and strategies to remedy and maintain healthy relationships. That's our title on tonight. We know it's lengthy, but oh my goodness, it's going to bless you. It is going to help you. It's going to uplift your relationships. Yes, it is.
That's our goal.
That's it.
Help lift relationships. Mm-hmm. That's our goal, to help lift. Help relationships. That's what our goal is, and that's what we want to do, is to be able to help relationships. And we hope that the year and a half is that we've been on, hopefully we've helped someone. Hopefully we've helped someone. And we're just excited about being here on tonight on Swanigan Inspiration. Let's have prayer, and then we can go from there.
You go ahead and do prayer, and we got to do adjustment. Go right ahead, honey.
Father, we thank you for this night. We thank you for being here, Lord God. We thank you for those that are watching, those that are listening, those will watch, Lord, and will listen. We ask, oh God, that you will look upon us right now. Bless your people. Help the people, oh God. You know and you see, oh God, in this pandemic that's going on. God, we ask that you would help, Lord. Those, oh God, that are out there that need your help. We all need your help, God. But some, Lord God, stand in need of a special touch from you, God. We ask that you would bless the people in Jesus' name.
Yes, Jesus.
Amen.
Yes.
And amen.
Oh my goodness. I tell you, we're just grateful. Grateful that you decided to connect with us on this evening.
Yeah.
People are coming in. We see connecting. We're on Twitter and we're on Facebook. We're just excited. We're on our conference line, 314-356-2829. For those of you that do not have the social media, we have a way for you to connect still.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
All right. We're talking tonight about relationships.
Yes.
We should be this bit. Oh, should have been on our bedroom scene.
Oh, you think so? Okay. Okay. Next week.
Okay. But
we're talking about the ones that conduct that is devastating. And that's something
that keeps you out of the bed.
There you go. There you know where I was going. My goodness. And if you don't do this, if you listen to us, you get in the bed. This is an adult show. That's why we have it late at night. Hopefully you got your little kiddos to bed so that we can talk some mature adult talk. And we also add the word of God in to help you to have a stronger walk with the Lord, a closer relationship with those that are surrounding you. Not just husbands and wives, but sisters and brothers, co-workers, all types of relationship building. It's time to build you up. Yes.
All right. Our lesson is talking tonight. We're talking tonight on the conduct that devastates relationships and strategies to redeem and maintain healthy relationships.
Yes.
All right. It says relationships are fragile and often get affected by small things. Can anybody say that's the truth?
Ooh, the little foxes
small
that spoil the vine.
If not taken care of properly, the little bitty thing can cause everything just to blow up. Over nothing.
Upset.
We had someone one time, we went and visit a friend of yours, Pam.
Okay. Yes. Oh wow. Yes.
And of course, there was a situation there with
Mhm.
tulips.
Oh yes, I remember that. I remember that.
With the tulips. But it wasn't about the tulip. It was about something deeper. So sometimes it's not about what you can see, but it's about what you can't see. But don't allow the small things
Right.
to
Right.
cause you to want to go to the divorce court.
Wow.
Because of something
Yes.
small that you could have worked out, something you could have talked out.
Right.
So it's so important for us to be able to talk and about things that come up in our relationship.
That is so true.
A relationship goes through several stages, from friendship to wedding.
Right.
From friendship to wedding. And things never remains the same between couples.
Wow.
A strong relationship is when two people go through ups and downs without letting their relationship be affected.
Wow.
Without letting your relationship be affected. However, the biggest threat to a relationship comes when one or both the people stop trying.
Stop trying. Wow.
When one or both stop trying.
That means so much.
That does. And that brings me to this point, and this is my song point here.
Oh,
and it
Lord.
says, I just can't take it no more. My strength has
Walk out that door.
So that happens a lot of time when you just feel like I just can't take it no more. My strength and walk out the door. And that's what causes people to give up and say, I'm not going to try anymore. I've took all I can take and I can't take no more. And the best way to solve this issue is leave.
Or act out.
Yes.
And that's what we're kind of talking about tonight, acting out. People that act out. They're not talking it out, but they're acting it out. And that's we're adults,
Right,
and you have to use your words to express your feelings, and don't wait till the last minute to you just can't make it no more.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
When we just explode like that pressure cooker and that pot is whistling and it's whistling. But no, you need to talk before the whistling starts.
Before then.
Speak up. Speak up. Type in the box. Time to speak up. Speak up. You can do it respectfully, but you need to do it. That's because your pressure cooker top is shaking. That lid is shaking. It's about to explode off of the lid. Why? All because you won't speak up. Speak up. Speak up before it blows up. How's that?
All right. That's all right. That's all right. Speak up before you blow up. Remember, nothing lasts forever.
Okay.
Now, we're not talking, don't get it twisted. We're not talking about your relationship. We're talking about once your honeymoon period is over.
Okay. You
technically enter into a new phase of your relationship. Once the honeymoon is over with, you done come back from Hawaii, and now you back to the 9 to 5. You're back doing the hustle and the bustle of life. It's no more getting up every morning, going laying out on the beach and doing all this. Now it's going, sitting at that desk and doing what you have to do in order to make a living. Now the honey is all gone and the moon is gone down. Now this is what you left with. So
here it is. Are you happy with what you're left with?
There it is. So you were happy while you was on the honeymoon. You was all smiles and giggles.
Oh, you were happy buying the dress, going down the aisle, all the attention and all of that. You were happy. You were happy. Nice. But now that's all over. And then even with friendships, with relationships, friendships, and things like that. When you first start out in a relationship with friendships, work.
Yeah.
It's work to have a friendship. It's work to have people in your life in general. Brothers and sisters, there's lots of forgiveness and work that you have to do. You have to talk things out. And, even when two people come from the same womb, they have different opinions.
Right, sure.
They have different viewpoints. And we're talking about people that have been acting out instead of talking it out. Acting out. It's not time to act out. This ain't the time. It's not the season to act out.
Wow. So both of you become comfortable. Both of you become comfortable being yourself.
Okay.
But sometimes becoming too comfortable can be too dangerous to a relationship. Being too comfortable. Too comfortable.
Wow.
All right. It doesn't always have to be a massive blowout that ends things, sometimes in many little things that could cause significant problem in relationship.
Little things that annoy you,
Just a little thing.
things that rub you.
Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just talk about it.
Yeah, just things that just annoy you, things that aggravate you. He left the toilet seat up, or she's squeezing too much toothpaste out. These are little things,
Right.
or with friends, I always got to help her on her bill. I always got to help them. They always want to pick the place, or just little things. You know what? Life is too short to allow these little things to build up to cause you to act out. Right. And contact that is conduct that is just not, it's just not good to have. No one wants to be someone that's going to over talk them, or do things that will just sabotage the relationship. No one wants to be around that. Talk it out. If this is bothering you, certain little things, small things like we talked about, they're bothering you, you need to express yourself. Express yourself in that song. Oh,
oh, okay.
Express yourself. Express yourself. Talk. I'd rather talk it out and feel uncomfortable during the talking period than it to be elephant in the room, and you don't know what's wrong. You don't know what's going on. Something's wrong. I can't put my finger on it. Something ain't right in a relationship. Something, it could be two girlfriends, two guy friends, and you could just tell something's just not. It's just not there anymore. The chemistry is just not there anymore. For the time to spend the time, the hair down. Just relax time to be together. Why? Because you let the little things add up, and now has become a problem.
That's true. That's true.
And
that's what happened. And let's just take money. Just take dollar bill. A dollar bill. Somebody may say that's not too. You can't do a whole lot with a dollar. But if you keep putting a dollar on top of a dollar on top of a dollar, you can eventually end up with $100. Look at the stack you have.
That's right.
Look at the stack you have. But it started out small, but now here it is. You went from $1 to $100.
Wow.
So because you kept adding. So that's the way it is in relationship. You started out with a little something, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Rubbed you.
Yeah, and now
frustrated you.
Here it is. Now here it is. Yeah. And like we said, stated, it's just not talking husband and wife. Friendship with a man and woman, with two men or two women. Friendship. We're talking friendship.
Right.
That can destroy a friendship, a relationship between friends or whatever. It can be destroyed because you didn't really deal with the elephant in the room.
Right.
You want to try to put a pillowcase over an elephant.
Wow. Yeah. I think you're gonna cover it
up. Gonna cover it up.
No.
No, you can't cover that elephant up.
Yeah, discuss
with
it.
A pillowcase.
Talk.
No.
Talk it out. Walk it out. Talk it out.
Wow.
Things that are about, even at work with your manager, you need to speak up. And I know we were laughing kind of when we talked about blah blah blah, but that concerned me. I wouldn't hold that on my heart, and I just would rather not. I'd rather not go there in the future. Say something. You can say things and express yourself and not be rude, disrespectful, but you have expressed yourself. Don't allow the little things to add up to upset you. Don't do it. Don't do it.
And that's what happens a lot of times. We don't say anything. We just allow things to keep on going on. And eventually that person blows up.
Right.
And sometimes it ends up to where they don't just only blow up, but they get up.
Yeah, get up.
And get out. So, but you didn't want to deal with the situation.
Yeah.
But one thing about problem, if you don't deal with it here, you're going to go somewhere else. And guess what? It's gonna knock on your door somewhere else because you don't want to deal with it. I don't have to deal with you on that. You sure don't.
Right.
But then when you get to the next one, here comes some of the same thing gonna come up in the next relationship because you didn't deal with it.
Wow.
You still got the elephant in the room, and when you realize, the problem is not. You may find out the problem really wasn't her or him. It really was me. I am the problem.
Right. Right.
So, but what happened with us so many times, we don't want to say we're a problem.
Right.
We want to say the other person is the problem. We
Right.
never, human nature, not just human nature, don't always want to say I'm to blame or it's me, it's my fault.
And
We
it doesn't
always
have
want
to
to say
get
it's
that
somebody.
far.
No, right.
It doesn't have to get to
Right.
the part where you're a problem or I'm a problem.
Right.
It could just get to the point where you just simply speak up on little matters. I mean, it could be something as small as tipping or helping to pay for a bill, or you always get to pick, where we're going, or just small elements that finally, we're already in a frustrated world.
Right.
We're already frustrated. You're already frustrated. So don't allow these things to just keep adding up to bring on division, separation, and finally, it could be a divorce or it could be a ending of a relationship.
True.
It's better to just speak up in love. The Bible even says tell the truth in love.
Right.
Tell the truth in love. Don't go off. Don't be all arrogant with it. But tell the truth in love.
Yeah.
And when it's in your conversation, you're speaking where the healing, you're going to win a friend.
Right.
You're going to win someone, you'll win someone that you'll value. Relationships are work, and it's an investment.
It is.
It's an investment.
And the Bible said a soft answer turns away wrath.
Oh, that's good.
A soft answer.
So
Dr. Eric said is how you say it. A soft answer.
Yes.
If everybody's hollering and screaming, guess what? Nothing's going to be accomplished.
That's it.
Everybody's hollering and screaming, blah, 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 blah. Nobody can understand or hear what nobody's saying, but someone got to be quiet and listen. And then you speak your piece, then another person got to listen. Right. That's the way you're going to get things resolved. But both of you hollering at each other, you'll never get anything resolved because neither one of you all are listening at the other person.
So true. And then I turn you off when you're doing all this yelling.
Right.
And you're doing all these acrobats and body language and necks and moving. I can't hear what you're saying from being so devastated in the way you were performing.
Yeah.
You're doing all this. It's like, wait, so a person's not even really listening to what you're saying because all they're hearing is the gymnastics of of your body language and your tone and your so they really have turned you off. So if you want to get a person's attention, I've always read this and heard this, they say talk softer, make a person say what you saying? Make them lean in, make them lean in.
That way they listen.
They listen.
They listening at that. So this is the thing that we have to be careful about, how we say a thing, but we need to say it.
Right.
How you say it is important, but it needs to be said.
Yes.
So sit down and talk about it.
And there's this book that we recommended back about a year ago. It's called Critical Conversations. Critical conversations. These conversations are necessary.
Yes.
You need to have them. And it is a book out there that says Critical Conversations. And it helps you on how to start it off, how to get into that conversation. Because these conversations are needed. We too long, I'm just going to keep peace. I'm not going to say nothing. No. Avoiding the problem you're not solving the problem by avoiding the problem. You're not. In one of our Sunday school classes, we talked about peacemakers, peace breakers, and peace fakers.
Wow.
Somebody needs to put that in the comment box. Peacemakers, peace breakers, and peace fakers. And I remember the peace fakers was the ones that avoided matters, didn't want to deal with it. I'm just not going to say nothing. I love this one. I'm just going to pray over it. Get off those knees.
That's right.
And deal with it. So you're being a peace faker.
Right.
When you're not dealing with it.
Got to deal with it.
So peace fakers and then peace breakers. The ones that bring in all the havoc, all the undercurrents when they're, come to you. You're like, oh Lord, what's getting? Here they come. Something ain't right. So those we know about the peace breakers. We've dealt with that most of our lives. And we know about the peacemakers. That's what we're striving to be, right?
Right.
But the peace fakers, the one you say you want to be a peaceful person, but you're not dealing with, you're not being a problem solver. That's how they teach our children now how to solve problems. They teach them scenarios on how to solve problems, the logical way to solve. This is how they're teaching children today. And Lord, please let it stick. Let it stick. Yeah. Because we got to learn how to think on our feet. We got to learn how to think in relationships. It's like 90% of everything you do. Everything. If you're a beautician, you need to have relationships, with your customers.
Right.
You're with them. You want them to come back. They got thousands of beauticians out there. They can go to any one of them. Have you called your clients to say thank you? I just thank you. Just little things, but building relationships, mechanics, churches, with us. We thank our people. We give them things. We gave masks away. Beautiful masks. We got the mask. I need to run get it. We gave masks away. And then, the ladies had a little bling bling on it, said grace. And the men's were straight and forward, it said grace. But we give back. We do give back. Christmas parties and giveaways and things like that, because that's what people they deserve.
Right.
If they are working with you, if they are with you and everything like that. But this is a good topic. Good topic. All right. What else you got there?
Here we go. All right. We're talking about conducts that devastate relationships. Let's talk about number one.
Okay.
Taking your partner for granted. He gonna be there. She gonna be there.
Wow.
It don't matter what I do. It's gonna be.
Wow.
Taking your partner for granted. If not taken care of, things start to become stale. And the same is the case of a relationship. Of a relationship.
Wow.
With time, the priority of married couples began to change. Priorities change. Even happy and contented relationships can become pure with you start taking your partner for granted.
Wow.
Start taking your partner for granted. You don't even see his or her quality that you initially fell in love with all those years ago.
Wow.
What I saw back then, I don't see no more. And it causes your marriage to get stale because you don't do nothing that you used to do.
Wow.
So this is taking your partner for granted.
Don't take people for granted.
You can't take anything
even
for granted.
Even small things. Somebody bring you a cup of coffee. Nowadays, you're like, wow.
I'll be grateful.
Child, nowadays, people do things for you. You ought to just be saying, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for thinking about me. Wow, thank you. Just the small things mean a lot. Right. Because it's effort. It's effort in going to get things. It's effort in going out of your way, because everybody's busy. Everybody's got loads of things on their calendar, things to do, families, children, events, beepers going off in our house, reminding us of this, reminding us of that. We use our tools, our calendars and our hey Alexa, remind me of this, hey Google, do this, set an alarm for this. We use those things, and it's keeping waiting with that for. I got to call so I got to go. I got a meeting at this. I got a Zoom meeting. I got so don't let the little things, sweat the little things. Don't sweat the little things. Don't sweat.
And don't take each other for granted.
Don't take each other for granted.
Yes. Don't take each other for granted. It's just something that is going to be there. They're going to be, no, don't take them for granted.
They have to be.
Because they don't have to be there.
They
don't have to be there.
So true.
Don't take your mate for granted or your friend or whoever.
Right.
Don't take them for granted.
Right.
But appreciate them. Appreciate each other.
Right. Them putting up with you.
Yeah. Right. That's right. That's right. Because it's a job putting up with you.
Yes. You are work.
Right. You a job all by yourself.
I know we haven't told you that in a long time, but you are work, okay?
Yeah, your job. It's a job.
You're a job.
Keeping up with you. Not just marriage, but friendships.
Friends.
It's a job.
It's a job.
Because your friend get moody and have different attitudes and all this type of. It's a job. Trying to keep your friend. At work. Your co-worker.
Yeah.
That's a job. Brother, sister. It's a job. Don't take for granted. Don't take it for granted. But it's a job. It's a work at. Yeah. You have to work at and keep working at it.
Keep on.
Once you let your guards down, then something can come in and just tear everything up.
Yeah.
Because you took everything for granted, and it's just gonna be like this, and that just. but don't take nobody and nothing for
So
granted.
true.
It
So
just
true.
don't have to be.
It doesn't have to be,
Yeah.
and they don't have to do it.
No,
they don't have to do it.
Not at all. And number 2 is holding grudges. Another reason that plays a significant role in destroying your relationship is holding grudges.
That comes up so much.
Wow.
Don't you see forgiveness?
Wow.
Even the Bible talks about the ministry of reconciliation. Forgiveness. And move on.
Move forward.
Move forward.
Wow.
Don't build a house there.
Right.
You can't. What they're saying, you can't help a bird flying over your head, but don't let them build a nest there. Don't build a nest over that problem, that frustration, that disagreement.
Right.
She said that the wrong way. It was how she said it to me. It was how, your friend talks rough. You know it. So, at least she said it and didn't go give you the quiet treatment and disappear for 9 months. And then you have to figure out and chase them down. And at least it got out. You can move on, right?
Right.
So we'll deal with them saying it a little more gently, and we'll deal with that. But for now, don't hold grudges.
Believe it or not, you cannot lead a happy life with a person against whom you hold grudges. Can't live a happy life.
Wow.
And forgiveness is essential to have a great relationship. Know that to err is human. People make mistakes.
Yes, they do.
And if you cannot let things go even after their apology, you can never be happy in life.
Wow.
Never be. Ain't that something?
You got the apology and you still got to.
If you can't let go, you'll never be happy. Isn't that something? You can never be happy.
Wow.
If the person apologizes, be a big enough. Even if you may not be, you may just be somebody that don't pray or whatever. But Lord, help me to be able to handle this, to forgive this person, that we can move on.
So move
on. That we don't keep going on the same mountain. And then if you can't forgive, you can be happy. That's a deep.
In other words, if I can't be happy.
I can't be happy.
That's
That's
not
it.
I want. I'm not. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna feel the right. Oh my God.
No. People make mistakes. It does happen. He does make, but you got to be able to forgive that person. To forgive is your job, the person.
Right. Faster problem. Then there's other things that maybe I spent too much of your money. You gave me your credit card and said, "Hey, go buy this for me." I said, "I'll take care of it," and did some other. And now you're getting into some deeper thing. You need to pay me back.
You remember my
right?
Wow.
But yeah. So
if the person asks for apologize, accept the apology and just have to move on. You need to just move on after the apology has been made. If not, you can live an unhappy life.
We don't want that.
And who wants to live unhappy and miserable?
Yeah, you don't need to. No.
Nobody.
This next one is good, babe.
Highly negative emotions
Mm-hmm.
You say, hey, yeah, I did. Yeah, it's on me.
Right.
It's on me. It's on me. So in order to not to be trying to blame off on somebody else, but be a big boy, big girl.
Right.
And handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Handle your business.
Handle it.
Huh.
That's good.
You got to handle it. You got to handle it. Remember that your relationship is not a competition. So losing a couple of battles along the way won't harm anything. You can't win them all.
Can't win them all.
You can't win them all. Some battles you're going to win and some you're going to lose.
Wow.
But that's the part of a relationship. That's what happens in a relationship. You win some and you lose some.
So true.
You know, you win, but you live to fight another day.
Right.
That's it. You live to fight another day. You don't just end it. You don't just end it there.
No.
Any married couple is going to have some type of ups and downs.
True, babe.
There's going to be issues. There's going to be problems arise in your relationship.
Not only married couple, just
friends.
Just
relationship, period.
Yes. I mean, you know, we don't want you to think that this program is just for married couples. It's for relationships in general.
Yes, just relationships.
You know, this one class that we're reading from, it is kind of targeted towards those that are building relationships. But we want to think, because we know we have an audience out there of people that are married and people that are not, but your relationships with people.
Right.
On your job.
Somebody.
You know, with somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, you and your pastor.
Right.
You know, come on. These are tips that are going to help you go a long way. You go to church holding grudge, baby. You ain't gonna go. You're not getting far. With your negative emotions, you're not getting far. We're gonna put you on the altar. Come on, we're gonna work with you.
Right.
We're gonna work with you. What was another one? A negative needs, taking needs of. You see another sister or brother needs something, helping out. We're helpers to the other.
Right. That's
you know, so these are just some basic things that if we apply them, if we do it, just do the work. The work in.
Yeah.
Would you care about it?
But it goes all the way back to the thing where I know the answer. But I just want to apply it.
Wow.
One and one. I know it's two, but no, I'm not going to say what the answer is. No. If you have the answer, you work it. You work the answer. You work the answer. That you don't be around here playing the blame game on somebody else. You don't want to be blaming somebody else. You want to take your own responsibility.
Yes. Own it.
Own up to it.
Own it. Own it.
It's me.
I made a mistake. You know what? That was my. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take the blame for that.
That's it.
I took that and move on. Move on. Something happened to me at work the other day. They had sent an invite out for this meeting, and I responded to the meeting, and somehow I was trying to put it on my clock, my reminder, so it could remind me an hour before it began. And somehow it went out to everybody, like at 8 that the meeting was going to begin at 8:00. I'm like, how did I do that? You know. Well, people start coming up to me. I'm like, you know what? Today I got bigger fish to fry. Made the mistake. Let's move on. If you're in my mind, delete it and let's move on. Girl, I ain't got time to be.
Did I do that? Did I? Yeah,
you did. I feel so bad. I feel so. No, I don't feel bad. It happened. Delete and let's move on. You know. So I got like. Spent it all day. So then when I went to the class, it was a computer class on tips on how to maneuver your computer faster, your emails, and how to make it your friend instead of challenging. He said, "Oh, you could have reset that." I'm like, why'd you come over to my desk?
Yeah, right. I've needed that.
I mean, literally, he came over and said, "Did you know you sent that to everybody? Well, you go sit down. You go sit down because I got bigger problems. I got all these files I need to serve people." You could have reset that and it would have went out to anybody that hadn't read it yet. Okay, thank you for showing me that button.
Exactly.
At 2:00 when I needed it at 8:00.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. But I owned it. I said, hey, I sure did. Yes. I
own it.
I did it.
And keep moving. Move on.
Moving. But blame game goes all the way back to Adam and Eve.
Oh yeah.
You know.
It's human nature.
He said, "It's that wife you gave me." And she said, "It's that snake that you had."
The blame game.
They blamed each other. The blame game is something that it just it's a part of our nature.
It's
I believe.
it's our nature. That's our nature to blame game.
How many kids, actually our grandkids, they come over, he did this, he did. Never saying the part, what did you do? What did you do to generate this? What was the approximate cause? Well, you didn't tell me that you slapped one of my little grandkids, a little kid at school did something to him, but he didn't tell that he had did something to my grandson first. He didn't tell that part, Don't say it because he's kind of a heavy set child who my grandson did this thing too. And they said, well, don't bother him because he's always being picked on because he's, heavy set. Yeah, but didn't say that he had hit my grandbaby. I'm like, did you get him? That's that mama love. But, it's those things like that. Yeah. What did you do? Right. But own up to your mistakes. That's own up. It's so much better when you just own up and keep it moving. And stop blaming. Own up, keep it moving. Don't blame. Just take it. You know what? They will respect you more. Yeah. If you just own up to it. Yeah. Own up to it. Like you said, we go back to Adam. That's what he did. Mm-hmm. Adam and Eve. Mm-hmm. He wanted to blame. But no, you take the responsibility. Yeah. Yes, Lord, I did it. I did that. Don't tell what she did. No. He didn't get a charge to the lady, to the woman. He gave it to the man. Wow, that's right. The charge was given to the man. So I don't know if anything different would have happened if the woman had an aid of it and the man didn't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she didn't have a charge. I don't know if anything different. Right. Well, she may have got some. We may have been living for the rest of our lives. We may have been, because it wasn't a charge. Right. God realized that she was the weaker vessel, and she did that. He knew she was going to do it, and he thought he was going to do it too. But at the same time, he just should have just said, yeah, I did. This woman you gave me. This woman you gave me, made me do it. You run there looking at the cows and stuff. Why weren't you there watching when she was having this detailed conversation with the snake? Where were you at? Where was you at? Man, woman, where were you? Girl, where were you? So when you were really needed, what were you? Right, yeah. But you were there when it come to blaming somebody. Right, you were there. And ran and hid and took your clothes off, saying, am I my brother's keeper? All this stuff is going on. All this stuff because of you not admitting the responsibility and run with it. Bite the bullet. Yes. It said, the next one said, depending too much on each other. Mm-hmm. Now, more often than not, people misunderstand that besides being partners, they are two individuals also. Mm-hmm. In the process, they make each other their life. Mm-hmm. Know that you need to have a life outside of your relationship also. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. If you don't do that, you will end up being too dependent on each other. Wow. And there will be a time when you will have no friends, no hobbies, and no life. Oh my God. And no life. Your life is more than just a relationship. So you need to have your life as an individual as well. Depending too much on each other makes the whole relationship suffocate in the long run. Yeah, okay, let's start with just two friends at work. If somebody wanted to go to lunch all the time, mm-hmm. No, I don't want to go to lunch every day with you. No, every once in a while, that's fine. That's great. But not every day, no. And just be bold and just say it. No, not today. Right. No, I'm good. No, you go right ahead, or sneak on out a little early. Get on out early. But handle it. Handle it. Speak up. You grown. Don't let that be something. No. You don't have to speak up. This is me. This is my life. I'm telling you, I don't want to go. I am not going. No. Point blank. You go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. No, I'm good. That's right. I'm good. I said he'll need a crack or whatever. But no, you don't have to know. No, that's your life. No, you ain't got to explain nothing. I'm not on the job for you. I'm here to do a job. Right. But you're not my assignment. Right. Now, let's move on. That's right, baby. You're not my assignment. Now, let's move on to church events. When people, we're going out to lunch, to dinner after church. You want to go? Sometimes speak up. You may need your own private time. You might need, hey, whatever. So speak. I think goes back to the tip number one. Right. Speak up. Speak up. And then when it comes to a relationship, I can't drown him out. I know he is, he's married to the church too, and I believe that's why God allowed it to happen, 40 some years after our marriage. If we're not mature enough, we can say, hey, go ahead and do your position. That's his job, to be with people. And and he allows me to do my job. And I do things that interacting with people and developing people and connecting with people and things like that. But we have to work with it. We can't just be in each other. I'm going to the meeting too. I'm sitting there too. I want to be there. Well, I don't got nothing to do. You go. We're the empty nesters now. And, we got this big old house and no kids here. But you know what? We don't smother each other.
Right.
We don't smother each other. He has to do what he has to do. He lets me do what I need to do. And it's just nice. It's beautiful when you allow that person to do, I'm up in the morning. I'm an early riser. So he lets me get on and do it. He could say, "No, I want you in the bed. I want you," but he knows that that's fulfilling me. It's completing me, and I'm in my purpose. And there are times that you just say, "Hey, babe, not today." And I'd have to do that. Go back to that other one that said, "Give that person their needs." Mm-hmm. Okay, give that person their needs. Sometimes you got to give that partner your needs. So sometimes you have to say, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and use my partner today. You guys go ahead and take away." And one of my things, he says, "Be a micromanager. Did you do it? Did it happen? Is it okay? Was it good?" You know what? Just relax. You pick the person. Just believe that they are going to carry out in a proper way.
Right. And that's what you have to do. If you give it to them, let them do it.
Let them do it.
Or don't give it to them and do it yourself. Oh, God.
Wow.
Our next one.
Well, before we go, I would say one other thing on the blame game.
Okay.
When I went to this job interview and I did some studies on kind of things, and one of the things they said, because now when they interview on jobs, they don't ask you, okay, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? They don't do that per se. They may do it, but the most these jobs that are, they're in corporate America, really the way they do it is saying, give us an example as to when you were demonstrated your strengths. Give us an example when you caused a problem in the office or a big embarrassment, and how did you handle that? They're not going to ask you, that's how nowadays, they want an example and a scenario as to how you maneuvered in and out of different situations. So therefore, own things, own it. Just say, you know what? There was a time I sent an email out. It went to everyone. It was a big error. I laughed about it and I moved on. I didn't let it bog my day down, clog my thoughts up, because I needed to perform that day. And I just moved on. Own it and move on. When you go to these interviews, it's a small world and negative news gets back. Do not go there talking, well, they dogged me at the last job. They did this.
Right. That's right.
They just said, I just said, wow, they're going to be missed. I'm going to miss them. But I'm looking forward to moving forward. I love to be an employee here. I love to work with you. And because I've learned from those mistakes, and now you will benefit because I've learned how to move on and not to let things bog me down. So you got to turn things around to a positive. Yeah. You can't let the conduct that is devastating mess you up, mess up an opportunity for a job, right? Mess up an opportunity for a business opening career. Somebody may be considering you to be a partner, but because your conduct, all your responses are so negative. No, turn that negative into a positive. Now you're better. Yeah, you have lost a job. We had a friend that lost a job because she was always late to work. Always late. Turn that negative into a positive. Right. I've learned the importance of being before time. So now, you're going to benefit because of that pain that I went through, having to start all over. And you turn it around to a positive and watch how God bless your life.
So true. This is a good one. This next sentence.
Which number, baby?
This is number 8 here.
Number 8. Okay, what time is it?
We almost done. This is about take us where
okay, we're going to take us there. Okay.
Being ignorant about your appearance.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa. Being ignorant. Okay. Often people, after getting into a relationship, forget to take care of their own appearance. It is what it is. It is.
We talked about those greasy headscarves. Right. I hope y'all got rid of them. This is 2022. No more greasy bonnets.
Husband, don't you let her get in that bed with no greasy bun all on her head. Don't you? Any husband, any men out there, that husband out there listening to me, don't you allow your wife to get in that bed. Tell her, don't you heard the Reverend say? You heard him say, "Want to get inspiration? Don't you dare get in this bed with no greasy rag on your head.
Get you a
wash the thing." Get you a new. They don't cost that
$1, $2.
Throw that thing away.
Throw it away.
Wash it before it get too greasy. I mean, if you're gonna wear, don't wear the thing for a month and think it's still gonna you got all grease all in your head every night. No, you're gonna have to grease your scalp. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
But at least have on something. Don't have no grease or head rag on.
And then try not like, sometimes there's a lot of different growth oils because I want to keep my edges full, but some of them smell, right. That they have that strong smells in it from different chemicals and things that try not to put that on right before you go to bed.
Try not
to.
No, don't do it. You don't have to try.
He don't want to smell that.
No.
But then I know people at work don't want to smell it, so when do I put it on? So I
find something else. you gotta.
But that's growing my hair. Okay, so I need y'all to help me out. When do I put it on? When do I put it on? Those drops that have that strong smell. And maybe some of you have itching, and they have that. What is that tea? That tea tree. It's a strong minty that smell that you do not want to go to sleep with smelling. Leave it on your pillow, and no one at work wants to smell it.
Right, that's true.
So I get all the way home from work. So by the time it's bedtime, hopefully it was settled in.
Yeah, but don't go to bed with all that.
That's funny.
So maybe it's not needed since the person they wanted is in their life already. However, this thought is not wise. Believe it or not, but the level of pride you take in your appearance reflect your inherent value and attitude toward your relationship.
Wow.
How do you look to yourself? How do you look? Don't just go looking any kind of way. Don't just be going any kind of way. Take care of your hygiene, men and women. Take care of your hygiene.
Right.
First somebody this is just a little raw, but hey, the first somebody to smell themselves is you. So you should smell yourself first. And if you're gonna just take the smell test if you whatever,
jump in the shower.
But I mean, don't go for weeks after weeks and think you still gonna be smelling good. No, get in the shower, take a shower, take a bath or something. Yes. You don't want to be offensive even to your mate.
That's right.
You don't want to be offensive to your mate. Now, God forbid that your mate have to tell you, honey,
right.
That's pretty bad that your mate have to tell you, baby, it's about time. You ain't been in there about a month.
Oh, God. And, seriously, but, for you married couples, you need to go to bed every night as if it's the night. Okay, go to bed every night as if it's because you don't know when they're gonna turn over and want to go, and you don't want to be smelling like the day before.
Right.
For those that shower in the morning time, you might need to start
this morning.
You might need to start showering before you go to bed. So that you can be prepared. You want to be prepared. This is leading to the marital conversation, but hey, that's why we have this at night because your little kiddos should be in bed. And this is good information. Be prepared to make love with your mate, your husband, in the middle of the night. Be prepared. She may want to make love. You don't want to be smelling sweat, tasting sweat.
Right.
Come on now. So keep yourself clean. What you did to get them, you gotta do to keep them. That goes both ways.
Right. That's right.
You may be maybe more to love, and that's okay. We understand. We're getting older. The weight's on, but you got more to love, but yet take care of that more to love.
Take care of that more to love.
Wash under them heavy arms and
pull
heavy
that stuff up there
and rub under it with some soap.
If you gotta pull it up, if it's to the point to where you gotta ask your mate, honey, can you give me a shower? Can you
get to this part?
Can you hit this one here? I can't reach this. Whatever you got to do, but don't go around your mates. And if you smell yourself and your mates smell, you know other people. No,
Right.
you're going to go out in the public. I mean, my God, you don't want to go out in the public.
Even your breath.
Right. That give people something to talk about. You're going out, so-and-so smell. Oh, my, did you smell them? You want to be able to take care of your hygiene.
Some Listerine.
Yeah.
Brush at night.
Gum,
brush in the morning.
Something. Yeah.
Get gum. Floss. That'll help with odor. Floss in between those teeth because there's food that gets trapped in there, and that food decays. It decays. And it stinks and it smells bad. Yep. And then for God forbids, if you smoke, your breath just smells just atrocious in that next morning. It just tastes, no one wants to kiss on that or smell that. No. So, I remember because I used to smoke, and I remember how horrible the next morning, just like, horrible. It's just a horrible. And I never learned how to inhale, but
thank God, that's a blessing.
That is a blessing. So I did it for a little short time, but I can remember how your breath that next morning just smells like, it just smells horrible. It smells like the zoo's cage. So that should tell you. So let's take care of our bodies. Let's brush our teeth at night. Brush them in the morning. Floss. Floss between your teeth. Take deodorants. Wear the deodorant.
Right.
And wash. Take showers. Take care of yourself. Because what you did to get that person, it's a good thing to do to keep them happy, keep them going.
So it's important. Eventually this impact your relationship negatively, especially when your partner is hugely motivated to keep fit and take care of his or her appearance.
Wow.
You have a mate that want to continue to take care of their appearance, and here you don't care what you look like.
Wow.
I got you now. No, but you want to keep him.
That's right.
Because now Mary Sue running around out there and Billy Bob
looking all cute.
Billy Bob got a 6-pack and you got a keg. And so you got to be aware of that. You got to be aware. Right. Keep yourself up. Keep yourself together.
That's it.
Keep yourself together for each other.
For each other.
And
for yourself.
And for your own pride.
Right. Your own self-esteem. Your own
look good to you.
You want to look good. You want to feel good.
For yourself.
You feel so good when that weight starts coming off and you're not, cut back. We're just ending some fasting time. You need to start over again in February.
Don't eat.
Just don't. Just go on that fast.
Thank you all so much for watching. Sometimes you just have to do it on your own.
Do it on your own.
If you got to do it on your if you want it bad enough, how bad do you want it?
Yes.
That's the question. How bad do you want it?
That's a good
when you want it bad enough, don't nobody have to encourage you. You don't have to have nobody rah in your corner. When you want to do it, you gonna do it regardless of who said. And you ain't got to tell nobody about you doing it. You just gonna do it.
That's it.
And one thing about losing weight, you ain't got to tell nobody. They'll see it for themselves.
They'll see it. And they'll comment.
Yeah.
People start asking, what did you do?
What'd you do?
What'd you do? How'd you do that? What'd you do?
Thank you all again for watching tonight.
All
time flies when you have fun.
That's it.
We will see you again, hopefully on next week, next Monday night, or
Swanigan Inspiration. God bless you.
And good night.
Good night.